welcome back to Rockin' Food. I know I say I'm excited, but today I am really excited. I've got an Aussie rock and roll legend. This guy has had top hits all over the place. Run to Paradise, Boys Will Be Boys, with his great band, the Choirboys. And when you look back at his history, he's on every top list there is for pure Aussie songs. Forget Men at Work Down Under, forget a Midnight Oil song. When you're at a barbecue and you've got a beer in your hand, you want to hear a Choirboys song. And today I'm seeing Mark Gable. I love this guy, he makes me laugh all the time. We were involved with each other a few years ago when I started Golden Robot, and today I've asked him to come along to the Bad Manners Cafe in Glebe in Sydney. He's ordered his favourite veggie lasagna because he thinks he's a veggie, but I tell you what, I love this guy. Let's go and say hello. And here he is. Oi, mate. Buddy. Nice. Nice to see you.
How you going?
I'm good, pal.
Good.
Have a seat. Let's have a chat.
Let's do it.
Why does this cafe mean so much to you?
I used to come here because the food tasted better here than anywhere else in the area.
Was it full veggie?
Yeah. It's always been a vegetarian restaurant. Look at that. Vegetarian lasagna.
Okay, so it's a veggie lasagna. It doesn't even have meat in it.
No.
We've established that you love this place. We've established that when you're down in Sydney, you eat here. Talk to me about where you were musically. Where was the band and where were you in your head?
I think that around that time, I was just really trying to get my act together again. Because after 13 years of being Keith Richards, I really wanted to be, Peter Gabriel.
How bad did it get?
It got real bad, and it was like, as one of my drug dealers said, he goes, Mark, you went harder than most, And I think he was in jail when he said that, but anyway.
Through the bars?
Through the bars, yeah. But I put it down to a 13-year weekend bender. Yeah. It started one Friday and it ended 13 years later on a Monday. And musically, it was actually quite a prolific period. And I put it down to when you're screwed up in the head and you're going nuts, you seem to want to make a lot of music.
Today, it's one of the most played Australian songs ever. That must be pretty amazing to be associated to that.
Well,
and honoured in a way.
Well, it is, and it is an honour, but realistically, it's got nothing to do with me. All I did was, write the song, and then we recorded it with the band, and as painful as it was and whatever, it wasn't our choice that it did what it did. That was.
But you wrote it.
Yeah, but the thing is that it's something that affected people in Australia.
Still does.
Still does the way that it does.
At the end of the day, you've got equally as good artists out there, but they didn't have that one or two or three hits. You achieved that.
Joe Camilleri said to me once, I was talking to him, I go, mate, your catalogue of songs is great. You've written some amazing songs. He said, yeah, but your one song,
that's right,
outsells all of mine.
That's right. Australian rock and roll scene, that side in the 80s. 69. I've got to help you.
I know.
I've got to clean you up. It's okay.
Thank you.
I just can't wait till you need to go to the toilet. But anyway, but actually,
it's all right. I'm wearing a nappy.
I've got a plastic container on the ground there. That's why I brought that out, just in case. Where was your favourite fast food experience? Anywhere in the world? And what was it?
Again, you're going to hate me for this. I'd have to say McDonald's, mate. And you know why?
Why?
Because they're the only place then, hash browns.
Okay.
Hash browns, mate.
That's why I love you, because with all the stuff you've been through, you're a very nice, humble guy, Aussie guy, that has this great legacy, but you don't hang your hat on it. You're just a good bloke.
I like simple things. I like normal things.
So tell me about family. So you've got 6 kids?
Yep.
and your oldest is 30 odd, 33, and your youngest is 6. So what's dinner time like at Easter or Christmas when everyone's together? Who does the cooking? What's the dish?
Well, I don't do the cooking, I do the cleaning up, right? I mop the floors, I vacuum, I do the washing up, right?
Yeah.
I hate cooking, and I'm actually really good at cooking. But there's heaps of people, right? Now, because you have children and they're growing up, they want to pair with people, right? They want to, marry up or whatever,
Yes.
and then they have partners. So we get all that coming around,
Yes.
So to get your partners coming around, and I'm spitting food,
No,
sorry.
I think it was a tooth.
Yeah. My tongue
You're
fell out.
69 now, teeth fall out, that's okay. No problem with that.
And now there's grandchildren, right?
How old are the grandkids?
They're 4 and 2.
Okay, so they're getting to the stage where they can clean the floor and mop up and all
Well,
that
now
kind of
you
stuff.
use them to clean the floor. Like, shut up, you little bastard.
That's right, hold on to the chucks. How many years has the band been together?
Well, it's 40. Well, really, we actually started in 76, but really got together in 78, so it's 41 years.
Okay, which is amazing. So
Yeah.
41 years, and we sort of crossed paths in the early days of Golden Robot.
Yes.
We were looking to do some things together, etc. And that's how we got to know each other. And now, 2019, what's next for the band? 41 years later,
41 years later, well, right at the moment, we're recording things called six packs, which
like
are
a 6-pack of beer.
a 6-pack of beer and a 6-pack of songs. So, and so it's our favourite artists that we grew up with. So we're recording 6 of their songs. So, we've done Creedence. Now we're in the middle of Tom Petty. Creedence Clearwater.
Oh yeah, great. Okay.
So now we're in the middle of Tom Petty.
Love it.
Next up will either be the Beatles or ABBA. The 6-pack is the premise that no matter what the artists are, it's done like an Australian pub rock band wrote the songs.
So it's your version of the
Yes.
song.
Yeah.
Would the Choirboys ever do a 6-pack of AC/DC?
Appreciate that because Ross Young, who's, of course, Malcolm Young's son, sadly missed Malcolm Young, he loves my voice when I do the AC/DC stuff.
Yeah.
He goes, "You sound just like Bon Scott."
Yeah.
Now, I don't know whether I do or whether I don't, but here's the thing, right? When you're talking about AC/DC, right, you could only come in a really bad second.
What would be the legacy you'd want your fans and your family and everyone to remember you by?
Fun. Just fun.
Tell me about Melinda. So Melinda is successful in her own right as a country artist. And you're successful in your own right as a rock artist. Has that ever brought any tension at home, or it's always been a
No.
beautiful thing?
The only thing is that because we have similarities in what we do, there's a conflict of somebody not being available to take care of Sullivan,
Yeah, right.
my little boy.
Yeah.
But see, Melinda's a real singer. I'm not a real singer. I sing rock and roll stuff, and it's like comparing Pavarotti with Bon Scott. Now,
Yeah.
I prefer Bon Scott, but Bon
Yeah,
Scott's
yeah.
not one of those. He's
Yeah.
not a real singer.
Yeah.
He's a real rock and roll entertainer.
Yeah.
And more important, but so I'm a rock and roll singer. I'm a rock and roller.
I know what I prefer to be.
Yeah.
A rock and roll singer.
Yeah.
Pleasure to spend time with you, buddy. Thank you for being part of it.
Thank
I've always
you.
loved you. Thank you.